Hi, my name is Nguyen Hoàng Việt, and my serial number is S3756185. Um, and this is my analyzed video presentation of the external financial information. So in this presentation, I'm gonna give you guys some data of the company named CVS Pharmacy. So CVS Health Corporation is a pharmacy innovation company. Its offerings include pharmacy benefit management service, mail order, retail, and specialty pharmacy. So before we go deeper into the main information, let's take a look at the outline presentation. So in my presentation, I'm gonna divide it into 5 parts, which are: the first part is liquidity, the second one is market performance, next is efficiency, the fourth part is I will gonna compare the performance between three companies, and the last part is conclusions. So let's move to the first part. So liquidity is in accounting is how an asset can be converted into cash without influencing other assets. So there are two main ways of the liquid ratio. First, when there is a high liquid ratio, it's gonna have too much cash has been held by a business, which could be used in other areas. When there is a low liquid ratio, the business can get a high percentage of the suffering to pay for the short term of the short period obligations. Next slide is the current ratio. So current ratio, it is considered one of the most essential ratio to measure liquidity. So if you can see in this chart, the CVS current ratio. So we can very easily see that the current ratio of CVS is not stable at all. In 4 years from 2015 to 2018, it is slightly decreasing from 1.37 to 1.01 and increased to 1.03 in 2019. And the next slide is a quick ratio. So quick ratio, it is a liquidity measurement which had been highly recommended. So in the chart, in the second chart of the CVS quick ratio, we can easily see that quick ratio of CVS is not stable. In 4 years from 2015 to 2018, it is slightly decreasing from 0.64 to 0.48 and go up to 0.55 in 2019. The next slide is the working capital. So working capital is measure the short-term finance of the company and the operational liquidity. So in the chart of the CVS working capital, from 2015 to 2016, it is slightly increasing about $300 million. In 3 years from 2016 to 2018, CVS has a significant change. It dropped from $7 billion to $881 million and slightly rise to $1 billion in 2019. Let's move to the next point, the market performance. So market performance is an efficiency of a market in utilizing scale resources to meet consumer demand for goods and service. That is how well a market has contributed to the optimization of the economic welfare. So in the next slide, it is days sales outstanding. So days sales outstanding is a measure of the average number of days that it takes a company to collect payment after the sale has been made. So about the data of the CVS days sales outstanding, we can see in here the outstanding of CVS is quite stable, because in 4 years from 2015 to 2018 it is slightly increasing from 24.12 to 25.03 and decrease in 18.83 in 2019. About the revenue of CVS is very stable, because in 2015 to 2019 it's moderately increasing from 139 to 194 million dollars. The next slide is about the earning per share. So earning per share is very closely monitored by investor, so who use it to estimate the performance of the business. So about the earning per share of CVS, you can see in here is very not stable. From the first 4 years, from 2015 to 2018, it is substantially increasing from 3.96 to 6.44 and a decrease, significant decrease to minus 0.57 in 2019. So let's move to the third part, the efficiency. So efficiency is performance indicates the ability of the company to manage the liabilities efficiently and utilize the assets. So let's talk about the receivable turnover. So receivable turnover is an accounting measurement which has been used to quantify the effectiveness of the company in collecting receivable. So in this chart, it quite stable. In 4 years from 2015 to 2018, it is slightly declined from 15.14 to 14.58 and have a significant rise to 19.38 in 2019. Next is the payable period. So payable period of CVS from 2015 to 2017, it is slightly go down from 19.36 to 18.95 and have a rise to 19.91 in 2019. The last one is the growth marine. So growth marine of the company, it is a sale revenue of the company retained after incurring the direct costs associated with producing the good itself and the service it provides. So in the chart of the CVS growth marine, we can easily see that it's not stable, because in 4 years from 2015 to 2018, it is dropped from 18.2 to 15.4 and have a significant rise to 19.38 in 2019. So let's move to the next part. It is the compare between three companies' performance. The first company is RAD. So RAD was a worst performance with relatively stable revenue and the gross margin, but drastically reducing operating income and the snugging operating cash flow. The company's net income has reduced drastically over the last 4 years, which bode well for the future. This shows that the company's operating costs are increasing faster than the company revenue. Looking at the key ratio profitability, the most notable indicator is the EBIT margin, which has reduced from 1.62 to minus 12.72, which indicates a drop in the company's operational profitability without changes to the company's operating structure. It could not be a better rate. So the next slide about CVS company. So CVS is more stable company with an increasing revenue over the last 4 years, and this company have a good stable gross margin and relatively, even though slightly reduced operating margin. It could appear that this company is able to survive, but in the area of financial health of all the companies, liabilities has increased over time while the stockholder equity has reduced. So this will need to reflect to assure that the company can remain healthy. The next company is the WBA. So WBA has an increasing revenue over the last 4 years with a relatively stable gross margin with a relative even operating margin. The net income has remained fully stable along with the operating cash flow. However, the corporation working capital has reduced slightly. All the profitability ratio has remained fairly stable with the COGS having increased from 73.97 to 87.03%, and the gross margin reduced from 26 to 21%, showing that the revenue from sales has reduced to the cost of goods and so rather than the operating costs. So about the loan decision. So to make a good loan decision, a lender only offer long-term loan to the lowest risk borrower. So the eligibility requirement for a long-term loan are very stringent. So from my perspective, I think I'm gonna choose the WBA company become the best loan decision, because the financial health ratio of this company look very positive, and the company total liquidity remains fairly stable with a slightly reduced total stockholder equity, and the liquidity and financial health of this company is very little change to the metric. So this is the best company to making a loan. So this is the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening.